All right, it's time for a break. So, as the title of this video indicates, I am no longer living in downtown Portland, and I moved back to North Idaho. Which is funny because my last video prior to this is about me visiting Idaho, but that was 2 years ago. So I still lived in Portland for 2 years before now. So basically I had to make a decision whether I stayed in Portland or moved back to my old house where I grew up. And I decided to move here. I figured it was an upgrade moving from like my 1-bedroom apartment to a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house and a lot more land. Man, there's a bunch of things I was going to say, and as soon as I started recording, I have no clue what I'm going to say. I went to Spain. That was cool. So right before I left Portland, I took a week-long trip to Spain. I did the Camino de Santiago. It was a great experience. Seeing the culture there, meeting new people. It was awesome. I walked 102,000 kilometers. I'm not sure how many miles that is. Got to see the beautiful landscape. Got to eat some lovely cuisine. It was awesome. I mean, there's a lot of walking, obviously, but every night I stayed at a new town, got to experience that, and yeah, I went with my sister and had a lot of fun. One of the last parts of the trip was really cool. So basically we stayed at hostels. I think they're called albergues. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. But the second to the last one I stayed at, so before I arrived at Santiago, it was in a monastery, and it was really cool. Really awesome experience. In that one, it was like a day camp or something. Because they did a tour, everybody introduced themselves, you ate dinner with them, you ate breakfast. It was awesome. So every once in a while, the other people that stayed at that albergue, we would run into just walking around, which was really cool. Had coffee with a couple of them. And when I got to Santiago, one of them gave us a hug. It's just an awesome experience. I think a lot of people should do it. Although maybe not too many, because you don't want too many tourists, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know, it's something that to consider. Anyway, I don't know if I should give like a tour of the house. It's not even that big of a house, but compared to how I was living in a 1-bedroom apartment for 15 years. So this house, which is not very big, to me it's huge. Like there's rooms that I'm not even using. As you can see, there's a wood stove, which is why I was chopping firewood. And over here used to be my old bedroom when I was a kid. Obviously it's not in use. It's a small bedroom. It's basically a guest room. It's just the other bathroom. It's just a small bathroom. Whatever. There's a funny story about that hole in the door, by the way. This was my sister's room. I didn't bother shampooing the carpet or anything. The guy who was renting this place from my mom previously, I believe he's kept his dog here, so it's pretty messed up. So I'm probably gonna have to tear out the carpet and replace it. And this used to be my brother's room. Once again, it's not in use. It's just another mattress, I guess another guest room at some point, possibly. But yeah, so those rooms are not in use. Maybe I'll find a reason. Maybe I'll take out that carpet and replace it with like wood flooring and turn that into like an art studio or something. I don't know, endless possibilities. So obviously there's gonna be some work to do in this place. I'm probably gonna have to repaint some of the walls. The last guy living here, he used to smoke inside, and this place when I first came here, it had a pretty funky smell. I shampooed the carpets, I cleaned some of the walls, but it looks like it's probably gonna have to get repainted at some point. Also, one of the biggest annoyances living here is the water problem. So there's a shallow well in this property, so I constantly have to check the water pressure to see if I'm not using too much water. I take really quick showers. I have separate drinking water that I fill up every once in a while, but that's not a problem. In fact, when I was a kid, I didn't drink the tap water here anyway, or the well water here anyway. We had a water cooler, so it's not that much different from when I was growing up. But yeah, I mean, just quick showers. Don't try to take one bowel movement a day. So down the road, that's probably going to be one of the investments I'm going to have to make is to get a deep well, so I can finally utilize, you know, some of the other things in this house that I've never even seen in use. There's a washer that I've never seen get used. There's a dishwasher, and there's also a washer and dryer that I've never used. I go to the laundromat right now. There's even a jacuzzi style. In the other bathroom, there's a jacuzzi style like tub. That's probably not going to be used until I can get a more reliable water source. So although the house isn't big, this is also 10 acres of land that I can... Oh man, it's windy. I hope it's not affecting the audio. Okay, anyway, so there's 10 acres of land here, so I have plenty of space to play around. Like, I haven't really re-explored the area that much because it's actually it's quite cold up here, but today's a beautiful day. I mean, I should be exploring a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of outdoor activities I can probably get involved with. I don't know. I mean, summer's gonna be awesome. I just have to survive the winter. So this is the garage. I mean, it's a shop, I guess, but I'm just using it as a garage. And I got my workout equipment back here. So now I don't have to use up one of the rooms in there for my workout equipment. That used to be in my bedroom in Portland. But yeah, now I have to drive a Subaru because the winter's up, because the good old Mustang is not going to work during the winter, unfortunately. It's actually probably one of the worst cars to use in heavy snow, and there's some pretty heavy snow up here. But hey, all-wheel drive, it should be helpful during the winter. So, oh, and I guess I should mention that even during the winter, I can practice some skate tricks in here. You know, 'cause there's a concrete floor. That was awful. All right, so I'm a little out of season right now. Woo, baby. Okay, that's a deer track, but those look like paw pads. Uh-oh. I hope those were just coyote paws, because I legitimately just saw some people walking. I'm probably going to have to get rid of some of this brush because it's probably a fire hazard. So maybe spring, summer, I'll do that. But you know what's weird? I saw a group of people walk by, and that's very rare here. The first time. I've been here for a couple of weeks so far, and that's the first time I saw people walking down the road. I think it's the school. There's a, like, I don't know, it's like a private school that's up the road, like a mile and a half down the road. So they might just be doing like a field trip walking around here, so cool. Oh, and regarding the water issue here, this is what I have to check. This is like a underground water pump area, but I have to check, I checked the gauge just to make sure I'm not using too much water. And also there's like a heat lamp in here that I have to turn on during the winter so the pipes don't freeze. Same thing with another one by the house. But this is what it looks like. So if you don't like spiders, which I don't, but I still have to go down here, so yeah, it's still at a good level, but it could be better. So although I've been here for a couple of weeks, I still don't feel like I'm fully integrated here yet. I think once I get a job, maybe I'll start to feel like I'm a little bit more stable, but it's okay. But I'm already missing some things about Portland. Like even that one bedroom apartment, I sort of miss a lot of the charm of that place, and I miss like just being able to walk out of my apartment building and just being in the city. You know, grabbing my skateboard and skating around, or even just walking around was fun. You know, I enjoyed that. I mean, I like walking around the property here, but it's not the same, obviously. In terms of towns that are like close by to me, Sandpoint is at least some semblance of, you know, the modern world, I guess. In terms of like an urban environment, then I'd probably have to go all the way to Spokane, Spokane, Washington, which is about 2 hours away, which, you know, I mean, I'll do that every once in a while, but yeah, I miss things about the city already. But at the same time, the reason why I moved here is because I sort of weighed out the pros and cons. And in terms of like where I'm at in life, I'm getting older. It's time that I should probably start setting goals and, you know, establishing my roots. And, you know, I mean, there's a lot of things that I got to work on just with this house in general, you know. And in Portland, I felt like I was stagnating. Like I felt like I was just working, paying rent, and every once in a while hanging out with friends, having fun every once in a while, but it's just, you know, it just didn't feel like it was going anywhere. So maybe I just needed a change, and so, well, this is quite the change. So although there's going to be a lot of things that I miss about Portland, there's going to be some things that I'm going to re-explore and maybe explore new things that I didn't have a chance exploring when I was a kid. But I did visit Sandpoint a couple days ago, and you know, I took my skateboard out there, skated around. It was kind of cool. I also visited Lake Pend Oreille, which is one of the deepest lakes in America, and it's huge. It feels like you're in a bay. I used to swim there as a kid, and I forgot how clear the water was. So come summertime, I'm probably going to take my snorkel and snorkel around there. It's a lot of fun. Because I used to snorkel in Sandy River and the Columbia River in the Portland area, and you can't really see much. Oh, and paddleboarding too. I definitely want to take that out on the lake. Well, I guess that's pretty much it for now. I mean, I always say this every time I upload a video, but I do want to make more videos because I treat my channel as sort of like a video album of my life. I want to look back on it and see some of the things I did, or the steps, the different chapters in my life. That's why I had the video of me in New York, so I can always look back at it, or if I look back in this channel, I can see when I'm in my 20s, which is crazy. Oh, there's those kids again. Look, they're, well, you can't see, but they're walking back. Huh, interesting. That's so weird. It's already weird to me to see people walking along this dirt road because, you know, it's even rare to see cars go by. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna end the video here just as an update video, and yeah, I have nothing else to say. Stay spazzy, and I'll catch you on the flip side.